What's up, guys? It's September 13th, 2024. I am just now realizing it was Friday the 13th and I traded. I'm not superstitious, but I was red today, so now I'm superstitious. Here, here's the daily chart. Here's the 45-minute chart. Bulls got another gap. This is starting to get fun because the way we're reading the 5 minutes, the way we're reading the daily, those like hope you guys are seeing some consistency. If you're not, tell me so I know I'm not being consistent. Because in my head, I think I'm being consistent. You know, in my head, in reality, you're probably vastly different. I'm just playing. I feel like I'm pretty grounded sometimes. All right, so there's that gap on the daily. Bulls are getting two gaps. Had a strong bull channel, pulled back to get this high. Wow, okay, so I'm gonna delete this 50% real quick. This was the swing high, swing low. And if we take the swing high and swing low of this particular leg, bounce right off. That's pretty cool to see, you know. It's being that 50% level is being respected on the daily time frame, and it led to a really good trade. Strong bull trend, multiple gaps, two-legged pullback, and bulls are going to recent highs. So that is the trade. With that being said, this is a trend line break, and now we're fading it. So if bears wanted to get short, I think there are sellers waiting at highs because they've already seen this leg lower. Just like buyers have seen this leg higher. So maybe they sell off and they start buying lows. And I hope we don't go into some weird contraction, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we go higher, maybe we go lower. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna keep that line deleted. I don't really like it for some reason now. So yeah, we got two bull gaps. We're in a bull micro channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars in a row. We're on the leg two part of it. So there's that trend line break. So leg one, pull back leg two. But I think like this leg two is strong enough to get its own leg two. So whenever that trend line break comes, I think we'll get. And that doesn't mean it has to be a measured move. That just means it could be one bar. When I say this leg two move, I'm saying like this is strong enough to get a leg two move. This leg two move can this is strong enough to get a leg two move. That leg two move can come in the form of a tail and reverse lower because this is a daily chart. So, you know, and I'm not saying the market's gonna reverse. I'm just saying, why is that not deleting? What I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be perfect symmetrical. It just has to have. They'll just be some sort of momentum. But anyways, I hope I'm not rambling right now. Let's get into this chart. As you heard from the beginning, I got slaughtered today. I didn't get slaughtered actually. Today was one of my smaller losing days in the past month and a half. I lost $250. We got caught going short a couple of times, but I think today was a little bit tough. If you did good, let me know. Let me know what trade you took. It was a mean reverting day, so buying bear bars worked and selling bull bars would work, but I don't recommend it because we're in a bull regime. 2 seconds. Okay, so yesterday's price action range, leg higher, range. So we can say this was a leg in a range. So we leg breakout or range, breakout, range. Here we break out again. We have multiple legs, leg one, pull back leg two, pull back leg three, pull back leg four, and the market goes sideways. Bar one, bull bar two, bull bar three, bull bar four, bull bar. So that's a tight bull micro. What am I saying? That's a 4-bar bull micro channel. I think that's strong enough for leg two. Then we get a pullback, and I also think that's strong enough for leg two. This is a news bar, so it's sold off and reversed higher and went like that. I think that's strong enough for like. I think this sell leg is strong enough for leg two, and I think this is strong enough for leg two. So what's gonna come first? I think the bull leg's gonna come first, and that comes right here. Then we get another leg two. Then we get a strong bear leg here. This bear leg strong enough for leg two, but then this is also strong enough for leg two. We're in bull regime, so leg one, pull back leg two, pull back leg two, and that creates leg three, wedge top. Bears get a leg two. Oh, excuse me, leg one, pull back. Look at 20. Leg two traps them. How I was talking about on the daily chart, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It just has to be some sort of momentum within that direction. And they get that, and they get trapped with 21. It fills them and reverses. They do have about 10 minutes to get out with 22, 23. Even 26 they can get out for minus a tick unless they short higher. But then we have another fractal 3 legs here. Leg 1, pull back. Leg 1, pull back. Leg 2, pull back. Leg 3. This also creates a leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. Wedge top leads to 2 legs lower. Leg 1, pull back. Leg 2. In trading ranges, it's really important that we count legs for its implied legs. So that's important. It's in trading range, we count implied legs. Leg 1, pull back. Leg 2, pull back. Leg 3. Here's another wedge top. That also led to a credible sell. Leg 1, very climactic, deep pullback. Leg 2, pull back. Leg 3. Then we go sideways for a day. Pretty challenging day if you're a breakout trader. Admittingly, there were times I could have scalped out and I would have walked away green today, but I was stubborn. And I intentionally over positioned to try and make back my gains, and I took a slightly bigger hit. So those are things I got to work on range days. Yeah, I'm just going to keep at it. I'm going to sim trade today and then we'll be okay. Where are the gaps? The gaps today are all closing because it's range bound. So we have a gap up. That's great. That gap up stayed open. But we're going to focus on the 3 bar gaps. So 1, 2, 3, no gap. High of 2, 1675. The low of 5, 1650. No gap. There's a negative gap by 1 tick. So we have bull bars. We have a bull micro channel, but we don't have a gap. So right away we could think it's not the strongest micro channel. 5, 6, 7. No gap. Again, 7, 8, 9, no gap. 9, 10, 12, no gap. Here we get our first gap, and it's a bear gap. That's all. That's weird that we get a bear gap in a bull leg first, right? You know, is there a gap here? What? Let me do it again. 1675 is this high, and then 1650. Yeah, so there's not a gap here. Why did I think there was? Oh yeah. Here's the gap. I remember I was like, I swear I saw a gap this morning because I counted 2 gaps. There we go. So I was counting 1, 2, in case we had a small pullback trend. So there's the bull gap. Sell off. Bears get a gap. Bulls close that gap. Bulls put a new gap in here. So we can go from here to here. Bulls actually get 2 gaps. And I thought that was strong. I did buy 16, thinking we were going to rally a little bit higher. It reversed. I ended up buying at the high of a trading range, leg 1, pull back leg 2. And then they get their relief right here. They pop out of it. So bulls that buy here buy more lower, and they make a profit on their second entry and get out break even on the first. When they get a break even and sell out their winning long, that creates enough selling pressure for this bear leg lower, and this actually does get gaps. I was short here. I was talking to some friends, and the market's always in long, so it's not the best thing to get short. However, yeah, it's just not good to get short. I shouldn't have got short here. There's no really reason for me to try and make it sound like I was right. I was wrong. The market's always in long, and if I want to get short here, that's okay. But I have to scalp out, and I'm holding for a swing. I'm holding for a swing in a counter trend market. I say counter trend market because it was bears. I was bearish. Market's bullish. So if I'm going counter trend, I should scalp. If I'm going with the trend, I should swing. That's what I was trying to say. Kind of fumbled my words. Another gap here. Oh no, my dog's about to start barking. So we'll speed this up. Bulls get a gap here at the high of this, 33.25. Low of this is 34. So there's a gap here. So this micro channel has gaps. So bears are getting trapped. That's good. So on range days, all the gaps close. All the gaps did stay closed. This bull gap stayed open. There was higher lows, so you could argue it's bullish. And then we sell off to the lows again. We go to a tight trading range. Tough day for me. I didn't do as good as I wanted to, but I kept my losses smaller than last month, so I'll take that. Let me know what you guys think. If you learned something, share the show. Don't be a hoe. Again, I got that from Andy Frizella. I'm not coining that as my own term. I like it. I hope you guys don't get offended. And if you do, well, I'm gonna still say it. Yeah, have a good one, guys. I hope you had a good weekend. It's Monday, so I hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys studied. And hit me up in the Discord. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.